Good circulation is absolutely critical for the healthy functioning of your body. Think about it. Your blood is what delivers oxygen and nutrients, the building blocks of every cell, everywhere it needs to go. Without sufficient blood flow, your tissues and organs will be deprived of nutrients and or oxygen, which can impair function and throw off the delicate balance of all your internal systems. Healthy blood flow, on the other hand, keeps all your body's functions operating at optimum capacity. There are a lot of things you can do to improve blood flow in your body, from drinking more water to consuming black and green tea to quitting smoking to taking a cold bath. But the best, most effective solution for improving circulation is always exercise. Exercise boosts your blood flow in a number of ways. It eliminates the fats and cholesterol that accumulate in your bloodstream and harden to plaque, causing arterial narrowing and reducing blood flow. It encourages the healthy, effective dilation of your blood vessels, which translate into better blood flow both during and after your exercise. It strengthens your heart so it can pump blood more efficiently throughout your body. It improves aerobic capacity, meaning your lungs are better able to absorb oxygen into your bloodstream to send around your body. Exercise will improve circulation and it'll be absolutely excellent for your overall health and longevity. In this video, I want to share with you some of the best exercises you can incorporate into your weekly routine. These exercises will not only get blood flowing more effectively throughout your body, but will also help to strengthen your entire cardiovascular system for more efficient bodily function overall. I'll not only recommend a few exercises, but also add suggestions on how often and how long to do them, as well as how to make the most of the time you spend on them. By the end, you'll be ready to make every week a more active week, and you'll see major improvements in circulation and your health overall. 1. Walking. Walking is easily one of the best exercise to improve blood flow in your body for one simple reason. Anyone can do it at pretty much any time. All you've got to do is walk out the door and keep on walking for an hour, two, three, or more. Not only is walking great exercise, but it's a form of exercise you can often sustain for much longer than higher intensity exercise. It's not uncommon to walk for 2 to 3 hours in a single day when touring a new city, attending a convention, or enjoying a sightseeing trip. The more you walk, the more energy you'll burn, and the more you'll clear your blood vessels of accumulated fats that could impair blood flow. Kick it up a notch by speeding up your walking pace and tackling hills and inclines. That bit of extra effort will increase muscle engagement, activate your cardiovascular system, and improve calorie burning significantly. How often to walk? Try walking daily. Make it a point to reach those 10,000 steps every single day, and you'll see serious improvements in your cardiovascular conditioning and circulation. How long to walk? In addition to all the walking you do in your daily routine, make it a goal to walk for 30 to 60 extra minutes. An after dinner walk in particular will do wonders to improve digestion and help you sleep so much better at night. 2. Running. Running takes everything good that walking does for your body and kicks it up to the next level. Running may only move your legs, but it improves circulation throughout your entire body. Your heart pumps more effectively, your lungs absorb more oxygen, and your blood vessels dilate to allow for sufficient blood to flow. The result is both enhanced cardiovascular function and a faster metabolism. Yes, running can be challenging at first, but it's well worth the time and effort you invest. Few forms of exercise are as good for your circulatory system as running. How often to run? Try running at least 2 to 3 times per week. Running can be stressful on your joints, so you need to give your body time to recover between sessions. But running every other day will be ideal for pushing your stamina and cardiovascular endurance. How long to run? Try to jog or run for no less than 30 minutes, aiming for around 45 to 60. Try to complete 5K, a little over 3 miles, in 60 minutes before you start speeding up your run pace or adding more distance. 3. Cycling. Cycling is another great exercise to improve blood flow in your body. When you're cycling, your legs are pumping up and down, your muscles contracting and relaxing over and over again. This forces your body to send oxygenated blood to your leg muscles, along with burning through fats in order to provide fuel for your exercise. Even though you're sitting down, cycling works your heart and lungs and forces your blood vessels to expand to allow for more blood flow. All of this combined to make for very effectively improving blood flow throughout your entire body. How often to cycle? If you can fit in at least one bike ride per week, you're off to a great start. The more you cycle, the more you'll see improvements in your cardiovascular conditioning. For true effective results, consider cycling to and from work every day, or try cycling between cities, towns on the weekend. How long to cycle? Aim for no less than 30 minutes of cycling to max out the cardiovascular workout and improve circulation, particularly in your lower body. Eventually, as you get fitter, you can add more distance until you're cycling 100 miles in a day. Rowing. Rowing works basically your entire body. Your leg muscles drive backward and pull forward. Your abs and lower back work to bend your upper body with each stroke, and your arm, upper back, and shoulder muscles pull on the oars. Put all that together, and you'll burn a lot of energy. But more than just energy burning, your cardiovascular system has to work overtime to keep all of those hardworking muscles oxygenated and fueled with energy. The full body workout you get through rowing does amazing things to improve blood flow through your body. And as a bonus, it'll increase mobility in your hips, knees, and lower back and improve your coordination and balance. How often to row? If you got a boat, row as often as you want to get out on the water. If you're using a rowing machine, aim for 2 to 4 rowing sessions per week. On a rowing machine, the average workout session is around 30 minutes. You can push yourself to row faster and harder to increase calorie burning and cardiovascular conditioning without needing to increase the time spent working out. Swimming. Swimming is perhaps the best form of cardio because it not only engages your muscles, but it also forces you to regulate your breathing. Because you're underwater, you have to have time at every inhalation and exhalation just right in order to maintain a steady breathing rhythm and absorb sufficient oxygen. By regulating your breathing, you strengthen your lungs, increase your heart's ability to pump efficiently, and encourage better muscular function. Put all that together and you've got both improved fitness and better blood flow. How often to swim? If you have access to a pool or a body of water, try to swim every day. The more you swim, the more you'll train yourself to regulate your breathing and control your heart rate. Plus, it'll be amazing cardio. How long to swim? Start off with swimming for 10 to 15 minutes per workout, giving your body time to get accustomed to both the breathing techniques and the muscle movements. Then slowly increase your time until you're swimming for 45 to 60 minutes. Bodyweight training. Bodyweight training exercises like push-ups, squats, crunches, lunges, and pull-ups are also great for improving blood flow. When you perform these exercises, your muscles are placed under a lot of strain all at once. A high volume of oxygen-rich blood is needed to flush lactic acid from the muscles and replenish depleted nutrients and energy. Put together with the forms of cardio listed before, and you've got yourself a game-changing workout routine guaranteed to improve blood flow. How often to do bodyweight training? Aim for at least some form of resistance training 3 to 5 days per week. That includes both bodyweight training and weightlifting. How long do you do bodyweight training? Make each workout a 20 to 40 minute workout, depending on whether you're doing HIIT style, very little rests between sets, or the more traditional resistance training style, 60 seconds to 4 minutes between sets. Weightlifting. Weightlifting does the exact same thing as bodyweight training, but it takes it to the next level by adding a whole lot of weight. The heavy load will strain your muscles and force your body to send blood flowing to those muscles to replenish nutrients and energy and flush away lactic acid. Every set you perform will force your heart, lungs, and blood vessels to work extra hard to restore your body to its normal function. This is the recovery phase between sets. The less time you spend recovering, the harder it pushes your cardiovascular system and the more you will improve blood flow. How often to lift weights? Weightlifting should be a daily part of your workout routine at least 4 to 5 times per week. Alternate with bodyweight training if you want. Or if you're using only weights, try focusing on different muscle groups every day so you can train daily while still giving your muscle group the 48-hour rest they need. How long to lift weights? Aim for a 60-minute weightlifting session as the target, but 20 to 30 minutes is a good place to begin. You can shoot for as much as 90 to 120 minutes if you really want to max out the muscle building. Sprint training. Sprint training and all forms of high-intensity interval training is absolutely amazing for your cardiovascular system. During the periods of very high intensity, you are pushing your muscles, lungs, and heart to the limits of their capacity. During the low intensity periods, your heart slows down, your lungs absorb more oxygen, and your blood vessels dilate to increase blood flow. Repeatedly alternating between low and high intensity keeps your cardiovascular system and muscles working hard enough that you can actually increase both aerobic capacity and heart rate. How often to sprint train? Sprint trains 2 to 3 days per week. Your body needs 48 hours to recover from the high intensity, high impact training, so giving yourself a day off for a lower impact workout such as walking, cycling, rowing, or swimming is a smart way to recover between sessions. How long to sprint train? Most sprint training workouts will last between 20 and 30 minutes in total, alternating between periods of full speed sprinting and lower speed walking or jogging to recover. Yoga and Pilates. Both yoga and Pilates provide similar benefits for your cardiovascular system. While neither are very high intensity, they require a consistent output of energy. Your cardiovascular system spends the entire session working to deliver the energy your metabolism produces. The fact that you're pairing the movements with regulated breathing techniques also does wonders to improve your blood flow. The constant rhythmic inhalations and exhalations will ensure the blood your heart pumps is oxygenated to maximum capacity. So your muscles and internal systems get all the oxygen needed to sustain the exertion for long periods of time. How often to do yoga or Pilates? If you can fit it into your day, try to do a yoga Pilates workout every single day. How long? Even just a short 15-minute stretching and mobility session will do wonders to improve circulation. However, the longer workouts, 30 to 60 minutes, will really help you dial in the poses and improve your yoga Pilates specific balance and conditioning. Martial arts. Martial arts have a lot in common with sprint training. Typically, there are long periods of low intensity effort coupled with periods of high intensity effort. Not only are martial arts amazing for burning fat, but they will boost your circulation and help to improve both your cardiovascular and aerobic functions. And as a bonus, they're great for learning coordination, balance, and self control. How often? Unless you're training for a competition, 2 to 3 sessions of martial arts per week is sufficient. How long? Aim for at least 60 minutes, though you'll find that 90 to 120 minutes is a sweet spot to both improving conditioning and learning the techniques of martial arts that you're studying. Dancing. Last but definitely not least, I've got to recommend dancing is one of the best forms of exercise to improve blood flow. Regardless of what type of dancing you do, from salsa dancing to ballroom dancing to hip hop to break dancing, your muscles have to work hard through the sequence of movements you perform. And thus, your heart, lungs, and blood vessels work to keep those muscles fueled up and oxygenated. The fact that you sustain your exertion for long periods means you burn through a lot of calories and maintain elevated cardiovascular activity to improve fitness and circulation. Best of all, it's a whole lot of fun, a workout you'll actually look forward to every time. How often? As often as you can. Put on music to dance to while you're cooking or cleaning. Hit up the clubs on the weekend, take a dance class or 2 each week, incorporate dancing into your life all day, every day. How long? If you're doing specific lessons, usually 60 to 90 minutes is the ideal duration for you to master techniques and still have the energy to dance hard. If your focus is only on improving blood flow, cardio training should be your primary form of exercise. Low intensity, steady state exercise will help keep your heart and lungs working for longer, encourage more efficient dilation of your blood vessels, and clear away fats and cholesterol that could impair circulation. High intensity exercise will push your aerobic capacity to the max and increase the ability of your heart and lungs to keep up with the high energy demands. Put them both together, and you've got the recipe for serious improvements to your cardiovascular system. However, don't feel like you have to include all of these exercises every week. There's just not enough time for that. Instead, try mixing and matching the various types of exercise so you're getting in at least some form of exercise 5 to 6 days per week. The more you incorporate into your weekly training programs, the better. For true fitness, strength, stamina, and mobility, it's highly recommended to combine cardio with both stretching, mobility workouts, and muscle building exercise, both of which also happens to be a great way to improve blood flow. Whatever exercises you choose, the effort you put in will go a long way toward helping you get healthier and fitter.